What up, YouTube? It's the Ways, and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. So I'm really excited because I got a new palette, and I wanted to bring it to you on my channel. Something a little neutral, something a little naughty, something a little nice. And it is the Unearthly Cosmetics Leather and Lace Palette. I'm so excited. This is one of their new launches that they just dropped not too long ago, and I was able to get my hands on it. This is the actual palette, and it's very has a lot of attention to detail, this palette, and I'm excited to jump into it. I did get the new All I Ever Wanted palette volume 2. Yes, it's coming. So, but first we're gonna go ahead and get into this leather and lace palette. So I'm very excited. If this is something you want to see, I'm gonna give you 2 looks with this palette. Then definitely please keep watching. But first, go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam. Gang, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can be updated every time I load a new video. And go ahead and give me a big thumbs up if you're feeling the vibe on this channel. Yes, I'm excited. Lego. So these are the swatches in natural light of the Unearthly Cosmetics Leather and Lace palette. These swatched absolutely beautiful. The shimmers are A1. Those dark mattes are amazing. Such a cool color story. Hey, so you should have seen the swatches of this leather and lace palette. I love the concept of this palette. This is what she looks like. You have a row of grungy greens, a pop of a bright white shimmer. You have a row of neutrals, and you have a row of mauve berry tones. You can see there is a full-size mirror in here. This is a very hefty, sturdy palette. You can see how the imprint on the palette is kind of like lace situation going on, kind of a distorted background, I should say. And I absolutely am feeling the vibes of this palette. These are full-size pans that can be magnetically popped out to switch up in your other Unearthly Cosmetic palettes. This is a 12 pan palette. I'm obsessed with these greens. I love that we have a black. We only have 3 shimmers in this palette. So let's hope that these mattes perform and stand up to your everyday looks. So let me bring you a little bit closer. Y'all know I love me some Unearthly Cosmetics, formerly Alien Cosmetics, and I brought you a couple reviews of their palettes on my channel, and I'm very excited about this one. You know, I'm not really purple person, but I kind of like the tones in here. I love the greens. I love the neutrals. Everyday palette with a twist. That's what I see from this palette, and I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. And honestly, I don't even know what I really want to do, but I don't want to go with your traditional rose. So I think I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. But if you notice, all of these colors are very neutral or deep. There's nothing really too light. These are lighter shades, the lightest in the palette, besides the shimmer, but not too light. So I really like the concept leather and lace. I just get that vibe, like leather like hard and lace like soft, and I just think that that's a great concept for a palette. I did look at Hayden Haunts, which is the YouTube channel for the owner of Unearthly Cosmetics. I will have it linked below. I will also have all the products that I have on my face linked below as well if you're interested. Just so you know, I went in with my primer, by Touch of Soul, which is the Icy Sherbet Primer. And then I went ahead and did my brows with my Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 5. And then I went and cleaned up my brows and used an eyeshadow base with the KVD Good Apple Concealer. And this is in medium 152. So that's why it's very, very bright on my eyes right now. But you can see, I think this will be a good primer base. So I wanted to try something a little bit more neutral, natural when it came to my primer base than something sticky working with these shadows. So what I'm going to do, I think we're going to kind of go neutral. I think I'm going to take this shade called Venetane. I think that's what it's called. Okay. Venetane. Anyways, this light berry purple, I'm going to go ahead and take that on a fluffy Refer 16 brush and just really coat my brush in there. And we're just going to, ooh, that's pretty. I think we're just going to blow this out into the crease. See what it do. I just think that this is going to be a really good palette for every day. You could just throw on 1 or 2 shades and a shimmer and keep it moving. They're all very natural but still can give you a pop of color, which I'm here for. So I'm going to take that all through the crease. Very pretty. Very pigmented. Just taking my brush that I did my concealer with just to smooth that out. I wasn't expecting that pigmented of a shade, but let's go ahead and even it out on the other side. And because this is a very fluffy brush, it is going to just buffer and blow that shade out. I might do both eyes at once or just finish one off, haven't really decided, but right now we're going in with both eyes just so I can really show you how easy and quick it is once you have what you want down. I'm gonna kind of fluff it out on the edge here. I'm gonna take a Sigma E44 brush. I'm gonna go into this darker brown shade here, which is called Saddle, and see if it gives it a different vibe with this purple. See what it's pulling, and just go into the V. If you hear commotion, you know, in the video, it's Paris over here doing the most. I have no idea. That is a true to brown, a true, like, warm, neutral brown. Kind of a neutral. A slight warm undertone, but not too heavy. I kind of like that. Very good. Let's even that out. Very easy to blend shade. I think that would be a perfect shade for, like, if you just want to throw something in your crease and go, or throw a brown, like you want a true brown. I think this is it. Wow, I really like how that color blended, those colors blended together. No harsh lines, they just seamlessly blended. Very nice. I like that. Then what I want to do, I think I just want to see how this can deepen up a little bit. I'm going to clean off my color switch, and I am going to go into the color Aubergine, which is this dark berry purple in the corner. And I'm just going to take this on the same brush, and I'm just going to stamp it along my lash line here and kind of blend it into the brown here. And see how these layer and blend together, just so we don't lose the whole purpley vibe with the brown, but you know that they would still go good. It just deepened up that brown too a little bit. That's very nice. So you can see with the aubergine shade and without. I like it with and without. I think the aubergine shade would be a great liner color as well. The only thing about this palette is kind of heavy to be holding. It has a lot of weight to it. And That might be one thing that might be a negative, because if you have your palette and you're trying to hold it and do your eye look, your arm getting tired from holding the freaking palette, then that could be a problem. But I like the sturdiness of it, but holding it too much. So I'm going to put it down. I'm going to use this. I might just use a handheld mirror that I have here. But really, these colors are just meshing so well together. Look at how easy that is. Beautiful. That's it. I'm not even going to do too much more. I really, really like it. Then I'm going to take that rougher brush that I had originally with the purple on it, the light purple, and just blend everything so it's seamless. Wow. Very good. So I'm going to take this fluffy E25 brush by Sigma, and I think, oh, what shimmer do I want to do? I think just to bring the brown back in, let's just switch it up and go in with this brownie coppery shade, Point d'Esprit. I don't know. Point d'Esprit. Point d'Esprit. You know, I just do makeup. Okay, so we're gonna get into that color. I'm not gonna spray my brush because I kind of want to see what it do, but that's what it's kind of looking like. I haven't really swatched it. It's pretty. And let's just drop this on the inner corner. I do have some fallout, so I should have probably tapped a little bit. You only have 3 shimmers in this palette, so they should be pretty impactful and very neutral to go with anything. But I also thought that this would be a great palette for the matte to go with the All I Ever Wanted Volume 2 palette and the All I Ever Wanted Volume 1 palette. But that is gorgeous. Look at that. Just nice, natural, simple. Let's even it out, and then we might throw a little spray on there. It's very pretty gold, coppery vibes. I really like that. Yes. Okay, so then I'm just going to take the Sigma E44 that I used originally, clean it off, make sure it's good, and take a little bit of the purple Emergy at the end and just kind of reinforce the edge and make sure everything's blended. That is a pretty I really like this look. Very everyday-esque if you want it to. I'm bringing it in as like an inner corner highlight because I am going to use it as an inner corner highlight. I think it does the job. So yes, very good. And we used 4 colors out of the palette so far. So that's like half the palette used, which is really, really nice. So let me go ahead and finish the rest of my face. I'll do my bottom lash line. I'll let you know what I did, and we'll come back with the finished look. Yes, so this is the final look. My first look using the Unearthly Cosmetics Leather and Lace palette. I love how this look came out. Y'all, these lights are so disrespectful. One of them went out on me, so if that's why the lighting doesn't look the way it should, that explains it. So I do apologize about that. But let me tell you how I wrapped up this look, because I really am feeling this look. I like how we mix the browns, the golds, and the purples together. So for my bottom lash line, I just went in with Sadie again, or Saddle again, all over and smoked it out really, really good. I smoked it out with Valentine. Then I just wrapped Point d'Esprit around in the inner corner just to really pop out that shimmer. Sorry if I'm butchering the names of this palette. I do apologize. But that's how I wrapped up the look. I used my Roller Lash Mascara by Benefit Cosmetics for my lashes. For my face, I went in with my Yummy Yummy foundation. Okay, it's not called Yummy Yummy. Yummy Skin Foundation by Danessa Myricks, and this is in 16N. Then I went ahead and set my face with my Beauty Bakery Bite Size Pinch of Flour, and this is in a Plantain, to set all over my face, underneath my eyes, everywhere, because I don't think I shook my Yummy Skin Foundation and I was just very, very glowy. So I was like, let me set this down, okay? Then for my blush or my contour, I went in with my Beauty Bakery Bite Size Snackaroons bronzer, and this is in Perfect Blend, which I got as bite size from Target. I love the contrast of the deepness, and I thought it was enough instead of going in with blush today. And then for my lips, I went in with the Fenty Cream Gloss Balm, and this is in Mauve Wives. And I just softened it up. I thought it was going to go perfect with that color Valentine in the palette. So that's why I used that on my lips. Yes, I love this palette. You've seen how effortless it was to complete this look. With the eyeshadows, they went on beautifully. They blended beautifully. The shimmer is popping, and I can't wait to get into the second look of this palette. So let's go to look number 2. Let's get into the second look using the Leather and Lace palette by Alien Cosmetics. Very excited. This palette is a very everyday to me with a twist. So I like that. So I think we're going to go. I'm prepped and primed and ready to go. So for this eye, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the color Vintage. Yes, this green, kind of like a grungy green. It looks like it has a little hint of yellow to it, which I kind of like an undertone. So we're just going to drop this in our crease. Like, where are all these sparkles coming from, though? I haven't dropped a sparkle on my eye yet. I like this color already. I want to say it's like a pea green. That's what I want to say. I had used another palette recently that had a color sort of like this. Oh, the Heather Austin palette on my last Way Back Wednesday. Definitely check that one out if you haven't seen it. I absolutely love that palette. But that green in that palette that kind of had the same vibes. I want to say like pea army green vibes. It also had like a neon-ish to it. So it looked like yellow, but it turned to like a green like this. And I like that this color is not shifting on me. I really like that. I like that it's staying true to form. I'm actually going to kind of bring it on the inside as well. I think I might do kind of a halo-y effect with this look. I just am really enjoying how these mattes are blending. I have the Not Normal palette too, but I think that, I don't know if she switched her formula or is using the same formula, but I really like how this one is performing. That one was good too. I just remember one of the greens I was not a huge fan of. So yeah, that's nice. I really love this color. Even if I was just doing it by itself. And one YouTuber that I watch, her name is Nikki Raven. She's from the Netherlands, and I absolutely love her. But she says, I'm not old, I'm vintage. So I love this color that it's vintage. I want to start using that because I am getting up there in age, but I'm not old, I'm vintage. Stop playing. Recognize real, okay? Real, recognize real. So yeah. Anyways, we're just blending this out. So kind of coming into the inner side. This is a very fluffy brush, blending brush by Moda. It's called the Crease Brush. I think it's very good. If I was using that sticky base primer, it would be like a hot mess right now. I don't think I'm feeling that. I think for now, stick to my concealer bases or my Playing in Makeup by Yolanda bases. I'm going to start using those again because I've neglected them, being lazy, and I don't want to do that. We need to use our products. So what's the best way to use them with using them in like way back Wednesdays, you know? I'm just building that up. So I really like how that just blended into the crease. So natural, so easy. But I really want to focus it in here and out here. So I'm just going to darken it a little bit, but not too much, because I'm going to also go into this black to deepen it up, and it's a leather. So yes, let's go into leather. So yeah, I'm going to take leather. I'm going to take it on this dual-sided brush that I got from Odin's Eye. It is at an angle. I haven't used this brush, but it's very soft. And I'm just going to put it here on the outside, kind of at an angle too. Not really going into the crease, just keep it at an angle. And then just to kind of soften it, I'm just gonna press it. These mats are very, very good. I like these because I don't have to do a whole bunch of swiping. I can just do pressing motions, and I'm getting a blend that I want. And I don't want to go too far in, and I don't want to go too far up, but I'm just going to press that, get it where I want it, and then I'll go back if I need to and blend a little bit more. But I just want to deepen this up. We'll go back into vintage brush and just soften this edge, kind of pulling it in but not pulling it in. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to take the opposite end of the brush, and I think I'm going to go into the color Olive, which is the dark olivey green color in this palette. This is more like a pencil side, but I think it'll be perfect for me to get inside to darken in here. I want it to be like a halo effect, but I didn't want it to be too dark. So that's nice for the olive. Kind of bring it into the inside. Yeah, I like that this is at an angle for my eye shape. Softening and merging these two colors at an angle. So we kind of have an angle going on right here. We kind of have an angle, diagonal, I should say diagonal, going on over here. I'm going to bring it a little bit along the lash line. Okay, something like that. I'm going to clean off my brush on this side, just so I don't have so much black on there, and I'm just softening this. We just really want it softer on the outer edge. That is a pigmented black for sure. I like though that how it can soften and blend really nicely with the other shades. Just take a little bit more of olive and bring that in a little bit more on the lid. And I really like these colors. Okay, then I'm going to take our original brush, swipe it on my color switch as well, and just really blend all these colors together. Let me even out the other eye, and then we can do the shimmer. I think that this palette was going to be a staple for me when it comes to everyday looks. If I was like definitely going into the office, or I just wanted to do a really quick look to go out, you can make it nice and bright. You can make it nice and deep. You have different tones where you can keep it very neutral. Throw in your grungy oranges, and grungy greens and yellowy type shade, and then your mauve tones. I just think that this is a very thought out palette in terms of simplicity and getting different types of looks. Because if you've seen this look, I'm staying in this whole row, but in my last look I went into the brown, I went into this color, I went into the purples. Like, I switched it up, and I could do the same thing with these greens, because I almost went brown and was just gonna hit like do a hint of green somewhere. So this palette is very versatile, I think, for everyday type of vibe, for somebody that likes a little color. And even if you're a neutral lover, just with this row here and this pop of shimmer right here, you can still keep it neutral and then just, you know, play with a little bit of color. So I think that she killed this palette. Only thing is, like, my hand hurts. It's so heavy. I think I said that in the last video, but I love the packaging. I love the attention to detail on the inside of the palette. I love that I have a full-size mirror, okay? It's just a little heavy, but, you know, maybe I need to get into the gym more, you know? Chantilly is the color that I want to go into, which is this gold color. It looks like it has a little green undertone. Yes, I'm here for it. So I'm going to take a Sigma E27. It's like a flat, but a little fluffy too. And I'm going to take that color Chantilly. I'm going to put down this palette because it's hurting my hand, hurting my arm. I'm going to spray it because I just want to be a little bit more precise in my application. You get my handheld Odin's Eye mirror. And let's pop this on. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I can kind of see the green in it when I look at it once I sprayed it. You're probably not going to see it because it's a white brush. But we're just going to do this at an angle. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I don't want to take it all the way into the black. Oh, there's reflexes of pink in here. You know, Unearthly Cosmetics does duochromes and multichromes very, very well. So I'm not surprised. I'm glad that we got this shimmer popping off like this. I'm just taking a little bit of the black to reinforce here. I'm going to take a little bit of the olive to blend this. I might even take the olive out here. I'm going to take the shimmer over a little bit more on here. Wow, I love it. It's kind of giving me the vibes in that palette I just used, the Heather Austin palette. With that color Austin, kinda, but Austin has more of a turquoise. I love this. Okay, let me even out the other eye. Wow. Okay, so this is where we're at. Yeah, let me go ahead and do my face. We'll do underneath my eye. Actually, I'm pretty much just going to do underneath my eyes the same way. Maybe. I'm not sure. So yeah, let me get my face completed and I'll be back. Okay, so I got most of my face on. And actually, while we're here, let's just throw on some bronzer so I don't look so pale like looking with this foundation. And this is, like I told you, that Beauty Bakery bronzer by Bite Size. And I just kind of pat where I want it to. Don't want to use too much. It's a very, very pigmented. And then I blend. Kind of pat and then blend. I can go back through with my powder if it's too much, but take a little bit of the setting powder by Beauty Bakery and Plantain. Just kind of soften that a little bit. And then go. Ooh, see, look how pigmented that is. But look how easy it is to blend out. And I can make it a little bit more intense because I'm honestly not going to be throwing on any blush. I think that this gives a bronzy effect. Has a little red, not unfortunately, but red to it. So, and use it like a bronzer to get the double chin or whatever. Okay, go up into here. Just set my brows a little bit with a little translucent too. Very good. So also what I did was I just took my brush that had vintage on it and I just kind of blended it in here a little bit. So we really have no harsh lines or distinction between those two shades. And then over in here a little bit. And you don't really have to add any more shadow. Just clean your brush and blend that out. Cool. So then underneath my eyes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my color switch on the pointy side of the brush that I was using for olive, and I'm going to take the color vintage, which is hair or lint. Take the color vintage, which is the light olivey shade, and put that all underneath my lid. I really want this kind of just smoked out, just to kind of brighten everything up a little bit. I'm going to bring it down because I really want it kind of smoked out all the way around the eye, something like that. Then I'm going to clean it off a little bit, and I'm going to take the color Chantilly, which is the shimmer that we use. I'm going to spray it again, and I'm going to use it as an inner corner highlight, like so. Oh my gosh, I love this shade. I love these greens. I know that the Hayden Haunts, the owner of Unearthly Cosmetics, also really likes greens. So yes, that just brightened up the eye so much. Let me throw on some mascara. Let me throw on some lips. Let me throw on some mascara. Let me throw on my lips, and we will wrap up this look. Yeah, so this is the final look using the Unearthly Cosmetics Leather and Lace palette, and I love this look. I love this palette. And I'm so glad she dropped something like this for us. I had to put on my lace for the final one. I don't know if you noticed it, but I did. And to wrap up this look for my eyes, I went in with the ColourPop Cream Liner in Honey Nude, which is just a nude color just to brighten up my eye look a little bit. Finish it off with the Roller Lash Mascara like I did in the previous look. For my lips, I went in with the Kaleidos Lip Clay, and this one is in Skinship, which is just a very nude pink. So I just threw that on, and then I threw some gloss over it, and this is a gloss by Milani Cosmetics, the Luxurious Gloss, and this is in Luster Light, which kind of has the same vibe of the shimmer in this look. So yes, I absolutely love it. Man, I love this palette. Like I told you already, I think it's nice to have this neutral with the twist palette. I also feel like I can throw any of these mattes in my crease or all over my lid, any one of them, without even the shimmers, and throw on a liner and some mascara, or no liner, just mascara, and I will have a beautiful look just to give me a little bit of color and easy to blend matte. Yes, we only have 3 shimmers. My one concern is this shimmer. I don't think it is as vibrant and beautiful. It's probably beautiful. I just got to put it on. I do see some sheen in there, so I'm not going to knock it. But I love the other 2 shimmers so much. Obviously, I did put them on my eyes, and I did not put the purpley shimmer on my eye yet, but I definitely will. For this to be a 12 pan palette, it goes for $40. These pan sizes are huge. Okay, you're gonna have this palette forever, and I just think it's a great little buy. So if you're feeling the vibe of this color story, you want some everyday exciting neutrals to spice up your look a little bit. You know, I know this is a little extra, but like I just had the green in there and I thought it would have been beautiful with just the shimmer on it, then go get you one. Yes, I'm so glad I have this in my collection. I love Unearthly Cosmetics. I have another palette to bring you. I do want to try some of her other stuff too, but I'm so drawn to the palettes. You know, I love me some palettes. So if you are feeling the vibe of this look, go ahead and drop me a black heart in the comments. Okay, if you like the previous look that I did, go ahead and drop me a purple heart in the comments. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam gang. I know you watch multiple videos by now. Might as well subscribe. Go ahead and like if you feel in the vibe on this channel. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can be updated every time I load a new video. Thank you for joining me with reviewing this palette, and we'll see you next time. Have a blessed day. Peace.